be hard to accomplish.
Okay. Well, Art, we're going to end on a little segment called Hot Topics, which are things that are sort of outside Harrodsburg, maybe. But maybe we just want to get your opinion on. If you can't comment on them, then we understand that. But I'd like to see where our mayor is. We've just got a few of them. Climate change, is that a big deal for you? Are you concerned about climate change?
I'm 68.
Yes.
We've had climate change for 68 years that I know of.
Okay.
I think we've had climate change for a long time. We had the Ice Age. Mm-hmm. We have. I think there's no doubt in anybody's reasonable mind that things that humans do have an effect on our Earth.
Okay.
And our atmosphere. I don't. Look at all the vehicles. Look at all the gas we burn, mm-hmm. and all the factories that do things that affect the air we breathe. So, I'm not stupid. I'm not extremely smart, but I do have a lot of common sense. And I can see when things burn and gas lines explode and flames go up in the air 300 feet, we're doing some damage.
Right.
And I'm not necessarily one of those guys that think when we send rockets up to space that we've done something to the atmosphere. But it probably has an effect, mm-hmm. because of the petroleum and because of there's certain places we shouldn't go.
Right. I've said
not
that
me.
all along, too.
I'm not going to the moon,
mm-hmm.
or Mars.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to the bottom of the ocean.
Right.
I like going across the ocean.
Right.
I like flying in an airplane.
Mm-hmm.
But most of that stuff has some kind of an effect.
Yeah.
I'm not as they call, I'm not a tree hugger.
Okay.
I love trees. But I don't hug them.
Yeah.
And there was a guy named Yule Gibbons that used to advertise some kind of health food when I was young, and he would actually eat tree bark on TV. And I would tell my dad, Dad, I love to squirrel hunt, but I'm not eating tree bark.
All right, that's good. Well, how about, so that leads me to the next, CBD oil. Are you a believer in this? You see it everywhere. I went to Minute Mart the other day, and I saw a big sign. They're giving it to dogs for arthritis. I see it everywhere. Are you a believer in CBD, or is this just a fad?
Well, I'm going to tell you that I take 2 5,000 milligram CBD capsules every night before I go to bed, and I take one of those in the morning before I go to work.
So does it work?
I can't tell you that it does. I have arthritis in every joint in my body.
Okay.
I'm sleeping better than I did before, and I don't complain as much about my aches and pains as I did before. But I can't tell you that it's the CBD capsules. It could be all up here. Maybe I'm too busy to complain. I don't know. But I don't necessarily believe or disbelieve in anything. I think you got to give everything a chance.
Right. All right.
And I wouldn't be taking it if I didn't think it had some effect.
Maybe, right? Yeah. Maybe.
People told me if you take those CBD capsules, it'll help with your arthritis, it'll help you sleep. And maybe it has. Mm-hmm. It hadn't made a significant impact on me. But I think things like that affect different people different ways.
Right.
I know guys that can drink one beer and be crazy. And then I know guys like me who could drink 6 and not be crazy.
Right.
So different people are affected different ways.
All right. Well, we're going to go then a thumbs up on the CBD oil. How about, we got an election coming up, lots of Democratic candidates. Anybody in there that you look, of course, they've got to get out of the election to get to President Trump. Is there anybody in there that you say, I kind of like him or her, or you say, nah, I really don't? Our students have been, they can tell you everybody from Andrew Yang to de Blasio. We've been doing a lot of study in the social studies. Is there anybody in there that you're kind of excited about, or you go, nah, I'm just going to wait till the election? Anybody there?
I don't think there's anybody running for office today anywhere that I'm excited about.
Okay. All right.
Does that answer your question?
Yeah, it does answer.
I don't want to be blunt.
Right.
But, politics has gotten to be so nasty, and this country is so divided because of it.
Right.
If it doesn't matter which side you're on, to the other side, you are the devil.
Yes.
And I don't like that.
I don't either. It's funny. I know a couple that's getting divorced over President Trump. It's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
They are they're separated. They just can't take it anymore. But it didn't used to be that way. You could. I remember sitting at the table, and whether you were, well, first of all, you didn't know who was a Democrat or Republican, but politics really wasn't. It wasn't front and center like it is today, but it seems like that we've moved into camps, and if you're in one camp, the other camp's got to be the enemy. Right?
It's a nasty business, and what you see on TV, it doesn't matter whether you're watching the left wing broadcast or the right wing broadcast. Mm-hmm. They all take care of themselves. They all promote who they want to promote, and it's just a nasty business.
Yeah.
And if I look back and told you the presidents that I greatly admired, Eisenhower would be one.
Okay.
Because he was a military man, and I love the military. Never served in it, but my dad did. And then my next favorite was John Kennedy.
Really?
I'm a Catholic. I grew up Catholic.
Okay.
He was the first Catholic president we ever
Right.
had. It was a big deal for me as a child. I was 12 years old when he died. It was a big deal about John Kennedy. And the next one was Ronald Reagan. I thought he was a great guy. He was a motivator.
Very inspiring.
He could come on that TV screen and talk directly to me and make me feel the same way he felt. Since then, we haven't had one.
Yeah, Ronald Reagan was the first president I can remember consciously, saying, "Hey, this guy is talking my language."
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
he's the very first president.
Well, he was an
Things
actor.
like
That might have helped
Yeah,
him
he
some.
probably was. Yeah,
And Trump, he's a different kind of fella. He's an outsider.
he is outside the spectrum of normal.
And because I'm not crazy about politicians, I kind of like Trump, but he talks too much. He tweets too much. He's done a lot of good things that helped our economy, and I'm a capitalist.
Right.
And I like the way America looks right now, but you have to look at it through other people's eyes. And I can see both sides.
Right. Well, it would be good to heal some of our divisiveness, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Art, I can't thank you enough for coming to our podcast today. We're super excited. You're election inspired. I will tell you, me personally and many people in the community, we were so excited. We wanted you to be our first guest. And we also have just a little parting gift for you. This is some honey that we got off of our bees just
Cool.
last week, and we just poured it in, and we've been working really hard I think we got 100 half-pound jars of honey off of 2 hives. So we've got about 5 or 6 students that are actually beekeepers in here now.
That's really
and,
nice.
They're involved, so we want to leave you with that. And we also want to tell you thank you so much for coming. We've learned a whole lot today, and
Glad to
thank
be
you
here.
Yeah,
Anytime.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Art. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Let's give the mayor a hand. All right.
Let's give the mayor some honey.
Yeah.